All right, so let me go turn off this light because it's too bright. All right, so this is the first time I'm doing this. We're actually going to go live right now with this video. Hopefully the sound's good. If it's not, somebody comment, let me know that the sound's off. Anyway, so take a couple minutes and get everybody up to date with what's going on with the channel. Okay, the 37 is still in production. Okay, but I've had to take a break from it, mainly for money reasons, financial reasons, whatever. And I did damage my right arm pretty bad, and my left shoulder. The shoulder's healed, but my right arm's still not. Still going to the docs for that. Hopefully that'll be back up and going pretty soon. Let's see. So 37 is not done. I will be back on it more. We'll see more fabrication. Got some really great ideas for it. I've even got a plan for maybe a different power plant on it. So we'll see what happens there, and we'll go from there. So I mean, plain and simple, it's going to be back. Okay, I promise that. I know a lot of you guys watch the channel just for rat rod videos, but I work on everything, and I work on whatever I need to work on at the time. So between working full time, I work over at Unlimited Marine now with my buddy Matt, and Austin actually works there too. You know, full-time job. So we're taking and working on everything at home as much as we can. I'm doing whatever I can to produce those videos for you guys. The biggest thing is I'm kind of a stickler about it. I don't want to produce videos that are pointless. You know what I mean? I want to show you guys something so you get something out of it. Now, so that's the 37. We're going to be back on it soon, I promise. Now the love. Okay, so a lot of people are asking, what's up with the love? You guys going to do anything else with it? Yes, okay. I do everything a certain way. So I take and work deals. I find different things for a good price. I don't just run out and finish something. I gather up parts, then I finish it. Right now we've located another set of harnesses, another seat. A friend of mine, Matt, he picked up an aluminum drive shaft that we're looking at having cut down for it. Big, bulky, like 3/4 ton drive shaft we're going to try to put in it. I want to build new traction bars on it because we got to looking at it after the zip tie drags, and this thing was putting enough of a hit on it that it bit the cross member in the truck. So we're going to be taking and probably building a whole new cross member and dual traction bars on it. It's amazing because I never even hooked up. I mean, I burnt the tires off the line every time, and the only time it was hooked up is when I was actually shifting through the gears, i.e. when I blew the drive shaft. So hopefully this new one will definitely hold up, so we can go from there. The S10 is doing great. We're driving it every day to work. I mean, I probably shouldn't do this. Everybody tells me not to. They tell me not to bring up stupid comments people make, but anyway, I'm going to say it. So this dude said, why would you spend $400 on that? Buy a bike, get a job closer to home, or whatever. That wasn't what this is about. It wasn't about a $400 car. It was about taking something that was still good, bringing it back, and using it every day. I mean, I've got tons of other cars that I've built. This is merely for comfort, man. I want to be able to drive around in the AC. So it's amazing the comments I get from people that just do not like the channel. It's amazing that they watch it, and then they got bad comments all the time. And it's kind of funny. You know, I don't really care. I get a laugh out of it. But, you know, I get guys that sit there and just want to bash me. And it's funny because it's click, remove, your comment's gone. So it's simple as that. So I get a laugh out of it, and your comments go. So, but anyway, all right. So number 100. What's up, man? Glad you made it. And Al Willard, all the way from Pennsylvania. Right on, man. Glad you guys do it. Christopher, you just logged in. So I appreciate the support, guys. I mean, I never started doing this to make money at it, because I don't. I make very little money at it just by putting the commercials on. It's enough to buy welding wire, pretty much. Everybody asks me, why do you do this? Vegas, right on. you guys are here. Maybe Chris will jump in a little bit. I met some of you viewers at SEMA last year. I'm running to you at car shows, everywhere else. It's awesome. I love to just sit and chat with people. That's for sure. I keep saying just deal with it, all right? And there it goes again. Anyway, so yeah, I've ran a lot of you guys out at the car shows, things like that. It's great, but I didn't get into this to make money or anything else. So what happened was I own a vape shop, okay, electronic cigarettes, whatever you guys want to call it. I started that almost 5 years ago. After my wife's accident, I had to figure out something that me and the boys could do without her. So, all right, North Carolina's on. Sorry, I'm trying to read at the same time, so bear with me here. Arkansas, right on, guys. So I started this vape shop, and it was just something to do to make some money and support the family. Now, what happened was a lot of my customers got to know me. They all knew I built cars. So every day they were coming in asking questions. And after you had the same conversation about 20 times in one day, me and my wife were driving to Colorado to pick up the 37 when it all started. And I was having this conversation with her, and I said, what if I actually shoot some videos? And I'll just share them out there, and then all my customers can just watch it, and we'll go from there. And it was really cool because all of a sudden I started posting these videos, and people started commenting from all over the place. So really cool. I mean, I'm glad I did it now. We're almost 2 years in, and about 3 months will be 2 years in. So it's awesome. I really appreciate the support, guys. I'm actually starting to see my stickers around town on cars, things like that. So it's just awesome to see the support. Let's see who else is here. Gonzo made it right on. Big Sky, Oklahoma. Dude, they're pouring in right now, so bear with me. I'm trying to read as I go. I'm not that smart on reading. So. But anyway, so that was the main thing. So we've covered the 37. We've covered the love. We covered why I do this. Covered most of the haters and their comments and how much I get a kick out of it. Let's see. Montana, right on. Why, Bill? Appreciate the subscribe, man. The support's awesome. So let's see, what else are we working on? The Brat, we did the rear fender on it. Now Austin started doing Bondo without me, and yeah, we're gonna be redoing that. So you might see a video later, but kind of sucks because it's not at that bare steel, and I work up through it. It's already got a bunch of Bondo on it that I gotta sand off. So we'll figure it out. All right, on Tucson. What's up, Corey? So anyway, oh yeah, okay, Phytech, we'll get to that in a minute. I got a list of things that you guys commented on it, so I know to talk about. So that Caleb runs a wagon all the time. Now there's so many things that we work on that we don't post videos on. And I mean, we all drive busted cars, and that's just who we are. We drive busted cars. Caleb's gas tank is leaking, and I mean, I got to fix that. The carb's having problems. The Brat, the fuel pump's up. But I'm not going to make a video of me changing the fuel pump because I really don't think you guys care about that. So, Delaware. Oh, another Mesa AC. All right, cool. So anyway, so the wagon, the Datsun wagon's going good. Now, we do have Liv's Packard. Okay, it's a 51 Packard. It's been sitting in the backyard since we went and got it over a year ago. She's kind of on my ass to take care of it, but I will freaking work on that. Believe it or not, the S10, that's the donor car I bought for the Packard. I was going to put it on the S10 frame, use the 4.3, all this stuff. Well, after you have to use a winch to move this car around on car dollies, I realized that 4.3 is not going to move this car. So, got a 454. I think we're going to be putting in it with tunnel ram. She's just going to have to drive it slow, but that is coming, I promise. promise. It is coming. We are collecting parts as we speak. I've got some bags for it. I've got a few other things. I'm trying to gather up enough parts that when I start the videos, there's not going to be a huge delay before the next video. So, all right, let's see here. Who else is on here? Reckless Damage. If it's cheap enough, I might buy it. St. Louis. Number 100. You're one of those guys with the Crown Vic that I get scared every time you're behind me because I think it's a cop car. Well, Reckless, you know what? It's funny you say that. I've had a few people reach out to me wanting me to complete their builds for them. And it is in the works. The vape shop I talked about earlier, hopefully by the end of the year, we might be moving into a space that has at least one car garage stall where I can actually start building customers' cars. I'm more of a fan of you come to me with the idea of fabrication pieces and I do it than building the entire car. But hey, if it works out, that's awesome. And then maybe I can do videos of customers' cars. I mean, we're trying to get there. It's just, money's the issue. Once I get that straight, then maybe we can go ahead and get a space and start building some cars. Sorry, I'm really reading here. My wife's over here. Do you want me to read for you? Anyway, right on, man. You scored a 93 F-150 for $500. That's what I'm talking about. That's the whole deal. Is not going out and buying a $50,000 truck. Buy something cheap, make it your own, and run the crap out of it till it's freaking done. I'm in Mesa, Arizona. All right. I see you're asking from there. Galveston, Texas. Yeah, definitely, man. Let's get in touch. Now, you guys can always reach out to me. I've got Facebook, Instagram, email, through the website. I mean, whatever. It's all simple. It's all Broke Bastard Garage. You can't forget it. It's real easy. Don't do some crazy numbers or whatever. It's just Broke Bastard Garage. So, anyway, Chris, you're here. Chris is watching, so right on. All right, quick thing. While we're getting more people in here, I got new shirts, the Broke Bastard Garage shirt, and I made this shirt up, and I want to see what your guys' opinion is because I'm thinking about listing these. I make shirts myself, so I come up with ideas and I bounce them off people and see what they think before I list them. All right, so standard shirt, BBG on the front. On the back, skills to build it, balls to send it. Because that's pretty much what I live by. If I build it, I'm going to send it. So, tell me what you guys think on the shirts. We get a good review on them. Post them up tonight and start making them. Okay? Anyway, so, yeah, by the way, guys, all the shirts, the Patreon, the hats, everything else, dude, that money goes right back into buying steel to make videos. So, appreciate the support, guys. I mean, the outreach from you guys has been amazing, and I'm hoping to keep doing this. I'm hoping to be doing this 2 more years down the road. So, anyway, all right, let's go over some of the topics we got. All right, Newt from Kentucky. He wants an update on 37. So I went through that earlier. I'll tell you guys, it's in the works. Stockpiling money, buy more steel. There is a build-off happening, and I will post it up on my Facebook page. I'm going to be entering it. I've never done one of these builds before because I normally just build at my own pace, and my pace is whatever my wallet can afford. So that's kind of what I go with. But there's a 2-year turnaround on this build. So I've talked to the guys putting it on already. They say that the 37 is eligible because it's only pre-war, 1941 or older. And they said my 37 go as long as I stay under the $4,000 budget. Did some math. I'm well under. Okay, well under on that. So because I bought the car for $600, bought the frame for $200. I built everything else. So I just really got to accumulate how much steel I've actually got in this so I can figure out where my budget is right now. So the tires, I traded for the tires, some dumb stuff, but I'm not a guy that cheats. So plain and simple, whatever I traded, I'm gonna see what the dollar amount was, and that goes into the bill price. Okay. I'm not one of those guys that is going to use $4,000 of steel and say, "Oh, I had it." No, that's not how it works. So I'll be posting that up on my Facebook so you guys can see it. We might even go crazy enough to build a second car for this build off. Now it's going to be held up in like Montana or somewhere. So I can have big plans for 2 years from now. But my plan is to drive the cars from Arizona to Montana. Plain and simple. We're going to make it an actual running, driving car, and we're going to run it the whole way. So we'll see what happens there. All right, let's look at a few more comments. All right, so buying shirts. Guys, go to brokebastardgarage.com. You'll see BBG gear. Click on it. It'll take you right into the store. It's the shirts and hats. And like I said, at midnight, I'll actually be taking and putting up the new shirts. And we'll go from there. I gotta,
We start doing posters and some other things.
All right, so my wife is informing me that I'm going to be doing posters and other things too. All right,
Few weeks.
she bought me a really nice camera for Father's Day, and I've gotten to take a lot of cool shots of my truck and other things, and some of them are pretty badass also. Okay, and so she wants me to make posters out of them. So she's working on that. That's her deal. I just take the photos and edit them. She takes and figure out making the rest. So yeah, there'll be more stuff coming down the line from us, so that if you guys got something you want, hit me up, let me know. All right, so let's see what else is going on out there. I'm not sure where it's at in Montana. They haven't listed the actual location yet. So all I know is Montana. So as soon as I know, you guys will know. We want to plan a big cruise up so that those of you that want to join in along the way, we'll come through. I know Eric at Vegas. He'll be watching and talking to him. I met him at SEMA. He's a viewer. I'm sure he'll have something to drive, and we'll probably pick him up along the way with his ride. There's some of you guys I'll call out by name because you guys have been with me for 2 years now, almost, on all these videos. Fred up in Sholo, Arizona, you've always watched, always had good comments, and been part of it. Glenn, I mean, I've become friends with some of these guys on Facebook and stuff like that. And I mean, Glenn's son just got married, and I know that. We're on different sides of the freaking country, but he's a cool dude. He supports me, so I support him any way I can. So it's great. It's great that, the support, the brotherhood of all this. I've got a lot of you guys that are reaching out to me and offer me parts, things like that. I appreciate it. Believe me, I appreciate it any way I can. And I'm not the guy that shows up empty-handed. I'm going to show up with enough T-shirts and stuff to pay for it, all right? All right, what year is the Chevy? Oh, it's 64. 64 C10. We bought it 5 years ago. And I will share some pictures on Facebook that I haven't shared in a long time of what this thing looked like when we bought it. It had 5-inch white walls. Tires were about that thick. It had cross pistols on the side, pinstripe. Yeah, it's kind of funny. It said my daddy was a pistol, so I'm a son of a gun. All pinstriped on it. Yeah, that lasted about 2 hours after I got home. Spider webs everywhere. I don't understand. Not like real spider webs, like pinstripe spider webs all over this truck. The truck has a real cool story. So I missed out on a 53 Chevy from Tucson. There's a guy I really wanted to buy it. I contacted him, and he said this guy had been jerking him around for like 2 weeks, but he was supposed to be coming that day. I told him I had cash in hand. I could be there in 2 hours if you want to sell the truck. He goes, no, I'm going to give him first choices. I respect that. You made him a deal. All right. Guy calls me back in an hour. He goes, the guy's been here. He's done test drove this truck 3 times, and he keeps nitpicking it. This truck was $3,000, okay? A 53 Chevy with a 350 small block, 350 trans. The guy had video of it towing his other car to the Pines, which is up in the mountains. Come on. I told him, sight unseen, I'll pay you right now. Anyway, the guy finally bought the truck. So my wife got irritated with me. And she said, the next truck that pops up, you call right away and make an offer. Okay. So I call, the 64 pops up. I like the truck, like the step side, not your average truck you see, has potential. Call a guy, we talk for over an hour on the phone. After an hour, he tells me on the phone, he goes, I'll sell you the truck. Really? You'll sell it to me? You listed it. He goes, no, it was his best friend's truck that passed away. He inherited it from him. It was still at the machine shop having the engine put in. So we talked. He felt I was going to do something that his buddy would have been proud of. So he sold me the truck. We drove to California, picked it up the day it came out of the machine shop. So that 292 I run in it has got maybe 1,500 miles on it. So that's one reason I've tried other engines. I always go back to it. That is the engine for that truck. That is what I'm going to stay with. Now, a lot of you guys asked about the FiTech. Now, with the FiTech, how did it work? How this, that, and other. Okay, I put the FiTech on, and we went through the learning process. It did fine. Now, don't expect to bolt it on and it be instantly right. Okay, there is some adjustments that have to be done, but I will admit their support was amazing. Okay, I talked to them on the phone, emails, this, that, and other. Turns out because I have a manual transmission, it's originally programmed for automatic. So what I was having trouble with is every time I clutch it at a light, it died. Well, what it is it has a fuel shutoff. So when you come off the throttle, it lowers it down like it should. Well, with the stick and I clutch it, it was dropping it too low and it was dying. They got on the phone with me. I'm sitting there with the controller. Within 15 seconds, it's fixed. Okay. I drive the truck until it got 110 degrees. I drove it every day. It fires right up as soon as I flick the switch. Goes, it's good. I think it's actually bumped itself up to almost 16 miles to the gallon. Now that's not average, okay, but I run 22-inch rims on this thing, so it rolls along a lot easier, and all the bearings, everything's been replaced in it. Because before you guys started seeing the truck, it went through 2 builds by me before I ever started making videos. So it has McCarthy's drop spindles, disc brake conversion, a whole new front end on it. The rims are transport wheels. People always ask me about those, rims. Everyone's like, oh, they're mob steels. I can't afford mob steels. All right, plain and simple. I found transport wheels from some dude on Instagram in Canada for $600. He shipped them to my front door. 54 pounds per rim, and he shipped them to my front door for $600. That's why I have those rims on it. Okay. Now, so if you guys are wondering what's going on, what happened? Glenn's asking what happened. Hopefully everything's still streaming good here. So, anyway, the rims, everybody thinks they're mob steels and stuff. They're not. They're transport wheels. They come with this really cool sticker that says "not for highway use," but it peels off pretty easy, so it's fine. But yeah, so the truck's gone through a lot of stuff. The truck literally only has about 2 feet of frame that hasn't been altered by me. I have cut that thing repeatedly. And I really should tear it down and redo the frame, but I'm afraid if I tear it down, I'm going to go even crazier with it. And I like my truck the way it is. So down the road, we might do a few tweaks, but I'm not going to go too nuts with it. I got more time I need to spend on some of these other projects. So FiTech, like it. It takes the headaches out of it, man. I used to tune carbs over and over and over. I never could get them to hold the tune. This seems to do fine. Enough that I've unplugged the controller in the truck. I don't even look at it anymore, and the truck just runs fine. So take it or leave it. I'm not saying I'm an expert at it, but it does pretty well. Number 100 was asking about the weight. Oh, on the 20-inch Steelies from Dodge. I'm pretty sure they're a lot lighter than these. These were made to, if you don't know what transport wheels are, okay, so they take them from the factory, put them on the trains. on like the big cargo vans and stuff, and then they don't put the real wheels on it until it gets to the dealership. Now, at the dealership, they're supposed to send the rims back. Some I notice some go missing from time to time, and those get sold on social media, and you can find them. So, sorry. All right, so I've got another Phytech kit. Okay, and this one's good up to 600 horsepower and a single shot of NOS. I'm really contemplating putting it on the Love when we do more videos on the Love, but I have that Edelbrock carb that's on it tuned so well that what the hell is she doing? Anyway, it's tuned so well that it runs great. All right, and it's hard to reduce something that runs perfect already. So I don't know. I'm contemplating it. Only if I do the nitrous head on it will I bother putting on the Phytech. Other than that, save for something else. I'm still talking to them about maybe getting a dual kit for the tunnel ram on the 37, but I've got a straight 8 I've been playing with. We might be doing that. So we'll see. Okay. Let's see. The next thing, there's Phytech. LS swaps. All right, so you guys asked me what my thoughts are on LS swaps. Okay, you all know I used to work at Dirty Dingo, which is all about LS swaps. They sell all the different parts to do it, everything like that. I'm old school. Okay, really prefer my small blocks, my big blocks, my freaking oddball motors. I'm not into a Me Too car, and I'll explain to you what a Me Too car is. You're at a car meet and you run up to some dude and you're bullshitting and he goes, "Oh, what do you drive?" "I have an LS Swap C10 over there." "Oh yeah, me too." No, not gonna happen. So there's nothing wrong with the people that do it. Yes, I'm being PC right now. Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. If you like to take and build it, you do your own. Okay. If you want to take and put a freaking VW engine in a Dodge diesel, I really don't care. It's your build. Do whatever you want to, as long as you did the work and you're proud of it. I don't really care. You do anything you like. But for me personally, I'm not going to do the swaps. Okay, I will swap oddball engines in. I'll put inline sixes. I'll put inline eights. I'll put small blocks. I'll put random crap in. But the LS thing is very strong. There's a huge following with it. People love it. They love the motors. I'll admit, they're great running motors. But for me, I don't know, I guess I like the headache. I want something odd and pain in the butt, and that's how I run things. All right, Eric's on here. Ask for beard tips. Really? Bill's saying he drives a Ford, so that's not going to happen. So, yeah, I mean, the fact is, plain and simple, guys, don't hate that I freaking said that it's a Me Too car, right? But the fact is, a lot of you guys, it's very common for people to take and build LSs. And I guess it's because they're more available now than the small blocks and big blocks. But I'm an opportunist. So when everybody's pulling these engines out to put in these LSs, I'm buying those old engines cheap. I'm buying the small blocks, the TBIs, the whatever. I'm buying them because I can pick them up for $200-300. When you build on a budget, you figure out what's cheapest. Yeah, Chris, turbo strays. That's what my brain's doing, and I'm playing with it. I got 2 of them out of the Packards in the backyard, so we'll see. I haven't done many turbo cars. I've mainly just had turbo diesels and things like that, but I'm intrigued, and when I'm intrigued, I build stupid stuff. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's see. A lot of guys are just saying they want more rat rod builds. Plain and simple. Rat rod builds, rat rod builds. That's all they want is rat rod builds. And like I explained earlier, this channel is about whatever I'm working on. Okay. I wish I could build rat rods day in and day out, but it doesn't happen that way. Life happens, crap breaks. I got to fix it. So we'll go from there. Anyway, guys, well, I appreciate you watching. This has gone way over what I thought it was going to, but it's good talking to you guys. I appreciate all the support. I'm going to keep it up and keep putting up videos as long as you guys keep watching. So, all right, guys. Well, you guys have a great night. If you guys enjoyed this, let me know. We will do it again. All right? Oh, Australia, you're awake right now? Man. Most of the guys from down under reached out to me and were like, we're not going to be awake for this. Man, that's cool. All right, guys. I appreciate the support, and I'll see you later.